Hello. I think we've had a great week. Most of you have settled in quickly and are doing well. First thing I'd like to talk about is discussion question 1. Overall, everybody did very well. As a reminder, I'd like to make sure that you don't just summarize the video. What I really need you to do is to tell us, what you think about it. Please remember to use the information you got out of the textbook. I'm reading the chapter. I love it when a discussion question is answered with, "This is my position," and then it's immediately followed up with, "This is why I've taken this position." Regarding the discussion question itself, many of you that had the position that they did not meet the societal or organizational goals talked about revenue losses or profit losses when these companies did this. I think it's a valid point, but I think that it was a little overstated in the discussion question boards because the revenue losses were going to be small for companies those sizes. The same thing is that there's also gains that they get through marketing and the free publicity through the news, and then they can use what they did as to make commercials and marketing things afterwards. The other thing that these companies do is the charity and stuff that they actually have budgets for this stuff. So the main thing was, I think, to me, if I was answering the opposing point where they didn't meet it, I would have spent a lot of time talking about how much the company spent in relation to their revenue, and was that really did they really meet that, or was it just a token kind of a measure? Some of the things that were good, and some people mentioned them, was the employees get a big boost when they're doing something for their fellow man, rather than just, not that just making beer is anything that's, it's a very good thing to do. I love beer myself, but shareholders, they were saying, well, the shareholders were only worried about profits, and that is very true up to a point, but the shareholders also like it when the company is also being social responsible. So there's, that's both sides of the coin, and I think that was well discussed by certain individuals. One of the things that I didn't see a lot of, which I was surprised, is I think that, and this is my opinion, that small businesses are more socially responsible than big businesses. And to make my point, you look at how many Little League teams, Pop Warner teams, high school teams, Boys, Girl Scouts are all sponsored by small businesses in some way, shape, or form. They also are the ones that sponsor the car washes and contribute to baskets for fundraising raffles and donate food, and they're part of the walks and the runs and all kinds of things. When you look at the small communities that all do this, and then you multiply that, it's every community in the United States, then you look at it probably goes on all over the world. That adds up to be quite a bit of money, and they do quite a bit of good. Let me look at the assignments due this week are the discussion questions. Question 2, some of you are supposed to discuss the factors in deciding to do business internationally. And the other ones have to do with social, economic, legal, and political differences among nations that affect international business. Again, I want you to rely on the textbook and use the textbook information to justify your points. There's also, you need to pick your article review this week and go ahead and post that. That you can pretty much use any business journal or business magazine. You want to pick something that's, you don't want to hit a real short article. You probably want to hit something medium size at least, because it's going to be easier to summarize, give you enough information to talk about. Remember, you need to focus on Chapter 3. Please make it either cite the book directly or make it very easy for me to understand what part of the chapter that you're using to help write your paper and your review. Well, that's about it. I want to say again, I think most of you are doing very well. I plan on posting the grades for discussion question 1 in the next day or two. Certainly I'll be in by 2 days from now. That's all for now, and I'll see you again next week.